So that Prime 4 gameplay is definitely something. Now, I've been looking forward to Metroid Prime 4 for a long time now. To be fair, my first Prime game was the Prime 1 remake on Switch 1, but I've loved the Metroidvania genre for a very long time now, with games like Super Metroid, Hollow Knight, and Blasphemous being some of my favorites. Not to mention, that Prime 1 remake is probably one of the best games on Switch, so I've been excited. But if you haven't seen the early gameplay footage, well...
You're alone on a planet with no hope of survival. But you're also not sitting next to Phil anymore in that cubicle, so... Win?
That door just opened all by itself.
It's about to get real nerdy in here.
Yeah, it's not great. This character is there from very early on in the game, and from what we've seen, it doesn't seem like he's going anywhere anytime soon. And I really just don't understand why they put a funny, silly character like this in a game like Metroid. And look, I'm not against these silly characters in a game like this. Hollow Knight has loads of weird, silly characters throughout the entire game, but the way they handle them is very different. For one, they are completely optional. If you don't want to talk to them, you don't have to. You might miss out on all the side quests, but if that's your prerogative, then go for it. But they're also part of the exploration of that game. As you progress through the game, these characters are constantly moving around the map, making exploring new and old areas always exciting, because you never know when you're going to see a familiar face. But this character in Prime 4 is not like that. He's a seemingly omnipresent character that is always there to talk to you. And a character like this can really only go down two roads. One, they're there to help you, which is not great. Most of the time, this ends up with them solving puzzles for you or just stating the obvious, making them pretty annoying, on top of the fact that it makes the player feel helpless, like they can't do this on their own and they need someone to help them through. It makes me feel powerless and more like I'm on a guided tour than an adventure. Or the second option, they're just there to talk at you, which is almost worse. At that point, they're not even being helpful. They're just there to make noise and ruin the atmosphere. And no matter how funny or charming a character like that is, they almost always get annoying by the end. I honestly think the best outcome here is that this character disappears really early on. Because if I have to deal with anybody talking at me the whole game, I'm gonna have less fun.